Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading is for Thursday, November 3rd, 2020. So, voting day. For those of us who haven't been able to vote by mail or in, early voting. Okay, so what is it that we most need to know for this day to help us grow and help us evolve and heal? Of course, every day can be for healing. So we have the Two of Pentacles reversed, King of Wands reversed, and the Ace of Cups. All right. So with the theme here being the King of Wands reversed, this has to do with, of course, it's ruled by Aries. And when the card is straight up, we're in the realm of, a natural born leader, very entrepreneurial type of energy. And that with the salamander here in his t-shirt, I don't know if you can see that. Right here, let me see. Sometimes if I go this way, the camera will focus. No, it's just going on his face. Okay, we want the salamander. Anyway, so with the salamander here, you have to trust me if you can't see it. There's a big salamander, and that has to do with, regeneration. It has to do with creating something new over and over and over again. Just the way that lizards and salamanders, if their tail gets broken off, they can grow a new one. So with this coming through reversed, this has us in the realm of being careful of high expectations, and to not be impulsive or hasty. I think that because of what's going on politically and with COVID, I think that there are a lot of people who are just they're at their wits' ends, and I think that that we need to be careful, when we're out. That's a feeling that I get. So, don't get in arguments with anyone. Just go the other way. You don't need to engage. But you just keep going with the love in your heart. Just move forward with the love in your heart, and don't engage with anybody who tries to, especially be overpowering. Anyone with a lack of honor, because straight up there's high honor and there's good vision, and they're coming from the power here of a healthy ego. When it's reversed, it's the opposite. So it can be people who are very untrustworthy, and who just want their agenda to go through, and they don't care about other people. So stay away from anyone like that, and you'll be able to feel if you're getting close to someone like that. So if you are, just go the other direction. And with the Two of Pentacles reversed, that has us in that realm of maybe being a little disorganized, and especially financially. And it's also one of the biggest challenges with this card has to do with the need for external validation. With the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, we're in that realm. So just to remember that you are completely more than valuable. You matter more than you could ever imagine. And to not compare yourself against anyone else, because when we compare ourselves against others, we violate spiritual law. And that I keep getting that it has to do with like self-worth, but deep down into the level of actually mattering, because the Ace of Pentacles comes first, and that is the seed is planted, and it is matter. And then The 2 comes in and goes, oh, wait, what do I have to do in order to matter? This can be, survival issues. So when it comes to external validation, well, sometimes wherever we haven't healed yet, we will look to the outside in order to measure our self-worth and our value. And that's the opposite direction to go as an adult. And this happens when we're not mirrored as a little one. We're not loved for just being who we are. There's conditions. There are conditions placed on the attention and the love that we get and the encouragement. So if that has happened to you in your childhood, from a very young age, when you grow up, you give up, you numb out, and you give up getting love from that parent or those parents, if it's one or the other. Or it could be a caretaker, could be teachers, and they only do that to others because they've been wounded the same way, and they're unconscious. They don't mean to. But if the love that's always there in the universe, if that's not given and mirrored to you, and if you're not seen in the love that you are, then what happens is there's a place inside of us where we try to figure out, okay, well, what do we need to do in order to be approved of? Because we've given up getting the love, and now it's we turn to approval, because children crave attention. And rightfully so, because they're in symbiotic relationships with their parents, because children cannot survive on their own. So this creates a survival issue with those of us who have been wounded that way. And as adults, what we need to do to turn it all around is to remember that we have all the resources within us. Within the cell, within the nucleus of every cell in our body, we have the divine spark that can create over and over and over and over, and infinitely, ad infinitum. I don't know what word I'm trying to bring through there, but I'm just seeing, the infinity symbol here. And you, in your eternal spirit, in the highest spiritual realms of who you are a creator, because, we're all a piece of that creative spirit. And that creative spirit in the highest realms of love is not complete without us. So you matter, and you deserve to be mirrored back in the beauty that you are by just being you, without having to do anything to prove anything to anyone, without having to get into relationships with people who are demanding, or with people who are dependent on something and then you're codependent on them. Like maybe they're the breadwinners, but they're abusive, and then you're codependent on them because you're not making your own money yet. This will help you break out of that. The 2 of Pentacles will help you break out of that, because you'll get a greater sense of who you truly are as creator. And you just have to keep remembering. I'll say it till the day I die, and then I'll keep saying it in some other realm. The universe is bound by law to receive you. So you're going to want to break away from people who misuse their power, and you're going to want to create your own independent means of sustainability, and all those resources are within who you truly are. You can create just about anything in this world, within reason. Like I always say, we can't make pigs fly, but graphic artists can do it. But we're not gonna. Well, hopefully they won't be cloning birds and pigs together. I mean, that would be crazy, but. So within reason, you plant the seeds. Just remember that before this card would be the Ace of Pentacles. So you plant the seed, and then you have to nurture it. You have to know that you're worthy of receiving it, and so you nurture it, and you let go of anyone else trying to hold you back, and you just keep opening your heart, keep watering the seeds, keep opening your heart, and more information will come through as to whatever you need to do to keep going. And then you can juggle those responsibilities. And in fact, just remember that the Three of Pentacles comes after the Two, and that's when teamwork and collaboration comes in. So be, just know that you're headed towards that when you can upright this card. I know it came through reverse, but this I'm speaking to how to upright it and move forward. When a card comes in reversed, it's one of two things for me, and maybe other readers do it differently, but for me, I always feel like it means it's either the opposite of the upright meaning, or it can be that you need to go back to the card that preceded it, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So that tells me that we're in that realm of manifesting something new, and that you can do that over and over and over and over again. You can keep creating whatever it is that you want. And don't let anybody put you down. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. In fact, don't even tell people what you're doing until you're so strong in that manifesting whatever that is, so that there are no words that could come in to stop you from doing. Because when you're breaking out of external validation, you need to be very inwardly focused as to what it is that you love, what it is that you care about, and what just makes your heart sing. What is it that you would do for free if you could? If there were no such thing as money in this world, what would you do? What would you do? How would you share your love? Because it's a real need to love and to share who we are, because we are love in the core of who we are. How do we share that power of our love? So those are questions, for each of us, and sometimes at different times in our lives where we will, reinvent ourselves, and from there, it's always about coming back to the love. What do you love to do? Okay, well, that's all I have to say. Thanks, you guys. Take good care.